And welcome back to Janky AF. Well, it's been a while since I've uploaded. It is officially the first day of 2024. There's been so much going on, and I thought I would, just give you a little video and waste your time a little bit, and or entertain you for a little bit if that's the case. I've done almost absolutely nothing today, which I can't say I've done. I've done less today than I've probably done all year, and it feels absolutely astounding. I have a bit of a productivity complex, and today we're just relaxing, but I thought I would come out here and make a video and just say Janky to do thanky to everybody who has watched this very strange Janky Automotive YouTube channel that I have, and give you a slight update on what's been going on, and then leave you with some, I don't know, contemplative words for the future, and as we start a new year and there's all the symbolism and all that. I did 25 push-ups this morning. My one and only resolution, it's not even a resolution, it's more of a commitment, is to do 50 push-ups a day. So there you go, big strong man. Here is the, I called it a two-car garage for $12 using some spare materials that I had lying around. And as you can see, the weight, the weight of the snow did, not jive too well. This is just janky. There's a pink flamingo here. These are actually going to make great planters one day. There's two wheels for a Honda. I don't even own a Honda anymore. And, various toilet parts. There's a urinal here. So just to complete craziness, there's a bunch of ladders. I want to try to sell one of these ladders. Beautiful cast iron bench that I have to eventually get rid of somehow. There's a lot of jankiness going on. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of things that are out of my control, and I'm working all the time. I have a great good buddy Andre from Germany visiting right now. I work between Christmas and New Year's. I had 4 Christmases this year, if you can believe it. And so it's just been, crazy, but we're trying to keep things all together. I'll give you a little tour of the Jetta and show you my complex here. Well, before that, the Fiat. Now, the 1982 Fiat X19, this will be a mini fleet update video as well. Does run and drive under its own power. We took it for a little cruise. I've swapped out one of the red seats from the 83 X19 parts car, which is tucked away here conveniently behind my shop, and you're not gonna be able to see that very well, but basically we're gonna try to rip the exhaust off of it and slap it on this one, because this one just has a header, which you also can't see too well, and then hopefully that'll make this one a little bit more tolerable to drive. It is inspected, it's ready to go. So hopefully, I've been saying that for about 4 years now, but hopefully next year will be the year. Let's take a little tour of the shop. Now, I do have, as you may have seen in some of my broke car YouTuber series, this house, and then, which obviously needs a lot of work. We did a little bit this summer. I also have a second house that is it's not really a house, it's actually a trailer, but it is a rental, and recently had 2 appliances break in that. And then this is an old dishwasher. So my workspace is just starting to pile up with used appliances. Now I'd like to either give them away to people who could maybe fix them and use them, because as part of my hoarding nature, I don't throw things away because I don't like throwing things in landfills. So in the meantime, I think these are repairable. I just didn't like this particular model. It's like one of those RV combo units. Here's the other seat from the Fiat. And as you can see, I'm realizing this year, and this is what we'll get to, that it's not that I'm unorganized. I'm actually a fairly organized person, if you can believe that. It's just that I have too much stuff. And there's a critical mass that no matter how organized you are, once there's too much stuff, it just starts to, overwhelm you, and you can't maintain any order because of the sheer amount of stuff. So that's going to be, the theme of several videos as we continue on our Broke Car YouTuber series. It's going to be sort of the next chapter in that, to give you sort of a preview of what's coming generally on Janky AF in 2024. And that will mean, you know, having to say goodbye to a few cars as we try to open the door of the Jetta. Okay, hopefully I just didn't break something. Now let's see if this starts. This is of course my 2002 Jetta that I bought for $10. Oh, starts right up. And the sort of trick on this one is this headliner, which I hand painted. And perhaps you've seen this before if you've watched this channel, but there'll be more content coming on this particular vehicle soon. But for now, I just want to start it up, let it run, turn the wipers off so I don't break the motors on those. Maybe they're on now. You know, as I ramble on, but point is, we're going to try to simplify a little bit this year, and we have to face some hard realities that in the end, if we face them, will actually make life better. But there's just too much stuff, and it's so hard to manage. Now, I don't have, you know, there's 2 Aerostars that aren't even here and a Buick. So this isn't even the entire fleet. I've never been able to do a fleet update because all my vehicles aren't even in the same spot, and it's hard for me to even get them in the same spot just because my life's so chaotic and crazy. And I'm trying to, you know, put out, make artfully crafted automotive videos on top of all this, and it's just a little crazy. So I apologize. It's a bit of a therapy session for me, which I think a lot of good content, you know, I think that if you don't enjoy something yourself, it's hard to enjoy, it's hard to expect other people to enjoy it. And, you know, I like just sort of talking it out. It's helpful to me. So we'll try to keep this video not exhaustively long, but, and you're getting sort of a sense of my pace. This is how I do things. I kind of just putter around and go from one area to the next as I sort of try to keep track of things. But as I said, I woke up today, and usually, you know, I am exhausted, I'm overtired, I haven't been sleeping, and I've been driving all over the place. I'm leaving for New York City tomorrow. But today I just woke up and felt completely, you know, at ease and at peace, and it was such a rare feeling. So I'm really trying to embrace that, run with it. And I hope some of you, while you're watching this, have had similar days. I really wish that you can stop just for a second and not feel guilty and not feel unproductive and not feel a sense of obligation, like you have to do things for other people. And you can just sort of take it all in. Go Bills, by the way. We got Stevie there. And have a nice time for yourself. And so I guess that's where I'll finish up, is that, you know, often in the past I would get very attached to certain outcomes and very attached to other people's behavior, whether it was celebrities or people that I admired, people I looked up to, maybe even felt jealous or envious of. And I would attach myself to these specific outcomes based on their behavior, things, or I would invest so much emotional energy and emotional currency into what I perceive to be some truth or some example or some thing I could rely upon, you know, concretely. That's some example in the external world that I would see in someone else's life that I could bank on trusting and using as a foundation to try to model myself after. And, you know, it's not like a don't meet your heroes thing, but over time, sometimes those things don't exactly pan out how you'd like them to. And then all of a sudden there's this sort of cognitive dissonance where you're saying, well, kind of, why did I, you know, I don't even know this person, or I don't even, you know, why am I attaching so much significance to something? And I'm keeping this purposefully vague because I'm not trying to put people down, or it's nothing about that. It's a very positive message, I think, overall. But I think if you can get to a certain place where you have, and we all want things, you know, we all like stuff. I have cars, but I think maybe the fact that I'm realizing that I have too much stuff and how attached I am to this stuff. And I think a lot of people are going through this right now. is making me realize, again, it's a very cliched thing, but what's important and what's not. And to have, you know, a roof over your head and to have enough food to be warm in the winter, a lot of people don't have these things. And I think there's a very constant tension and expectation, and I don't know where it comes from, swirling around in the world out there, the American sort of you know, hustle and go world. And I think letting go is very, very hard to do, because because we want this outcome or we want this thing, and B, because once we're down the path or the road of trying to get that thing and we've invested in trying to get that thing, then it makes it extra hard, A, because you feel like you're giving up or you're failing, and B, because you already have invested. Oh, there we have German Andre right here, driving my beautiful 2015 Prius V. So we get last little fleet update. He doesn't know he's in my video. Visiting all the way from Berlin. So anyways, I'll leave you with that. It's sort of an unfinished thought, but I think if you know, if it makes sense to you already, then you know where it's going. And I wish everyone a sense of self, you know, a sense of not needing to be validated by others or an external world to find peace and meaning and joy and, you know, a sense of creative self, because it's already right there. So, do you want to be in the YouTube video? It's the new year, first video of 2024. You want to say so? Well, how was your experience driving the Prius 2015 Prius V? What do you think of car culture in upstate New York?
Oh boy.
I think we'll leave it.
Necessity. Necessity.
We'll leave it there. We'll cut it right after. Oh boy.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.